What is up, little demons? Welcome back to the Devil's Hour talk show on YouTube and Spotify. Well, it's been a minute. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How's everybody? How's everybody faring? You know, when there's not bullshit going on in the world that takes fucking precedence over everything else. Well, before we get into that stuff, let's talk about Doordash a bit because I hate Doordash. Half the time. Half the time I hate DoorDash. And there are several reasons why. Reason number one. Here we go. The drivers. Some are late, some are not. Some are idiots, some aren't. But you know what? I just want my fucking food. And if you're not going to bring it to me on time, then why be a DoorDash driver in the first place, asshole? You have no business being a DoorDash driver if you're just going to show up late with my fucking food. Because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. And I want my delicious cheeseburger and fries. So, you better just get that to me before I whoop your ass. That's all I'm saying. All I want is really just my food. And it's complicated when you're sitting there, right? And you don't get your fucking meal. Because all I want is my food, you know. I'm not paying you to laze around all day. I ain't tipping you $1.50 just for you to be late with my chicken from Popeyes. I am not sitting here wasting my time just for you to be late with my fucking Popeyes chicken. All I wanted was a little bit of chicken, and you had to go and screw me over and be late with my fucking food, and I'm tired of it. I just want my food on time. Please, please make that happen. Please don't sit there and be the asshole and not have my food. Please. Because my food is all I really want, my food is all I really need, and if you don't have it, well then, obviously, you stole it. Which brings me to a story that actually happened to me just a couple months ago, and so here it goes. Me and my family order Taco Bell, and the driver gets to about our gate, takes a picture of our food in the back of his car, and takes it. Obviously, he didn't give a shit enough to do our gate code so he can get into the neighborhood and give us our fucking food. Or maybe he just didn't have the brains. I'm gonna go with my last answer on this one because obviously he didn't have the fucking brains, or else he would have had our food at the door. It's like, come on. I just want my meal that I paid for. You got no business being a DoorDash driver if you're just gonna be late with my order consistently. Don't be late with my order consistently, alright, dickhead? I just want my food. You have the simplest job in the world, yet you're failing at doing it somehow. And I don't know how the fuck you're doing this each and every time, but you need to pull your goddamn head out of your ass and figure out where your fucking life is at. Because I just want my food, man, alright? I just want my food. But you stole it. Then like, a couple days after that incident, we get some Sonic. The fucking driver puts it at the wrong house. He puts it at a house like 4 blocks away. And at that point, I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, how the fuck did you do that? But at least, right? At least he brought it. At least he apologized for his mistake and then brought us our food back. Because then it was no big deal after that. But if you're going to be a DoorDash driver, at least pay attention to where you're going and don't drop the food off at the wrong fucking house. Or, for that matter, steal the food. Because people just want their food. It's simple, Your job is so fucking simple, yet you can't seem to do it. You know, it's not that complicated, really. It's not that complicated, asshole. Just do your job. It's not that goddamn complicated. Like, God. It's like being a checkout girl. It's like being a checkout person at Walmart. That job is the simplest job in the world. And people will notice if you steal their shit there. People will notice. But unlike DoorDash, well, actually, with DoorDash, we fucking noticed almost immediately and got our food back. But, you know, still, it's like, bruh, give me a break. All I want is my food. I'm not looking to be pestered. I'm not looking to do anything like that. I just want my goddamn food. And now I have to feel like the asshole for reprimanding you when I don't have my food. And to me, that's bullshit of the highest. That's bullshit of the highest standard right there. I don't want to spend my day pestering your dumbass because I do not have my food. I'm just tired of you stealing my shit. You know, that's like ordering DoorDash from the grocery store and they don't bring your fucking groceries to your house. It's like, come on. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. Like, it, it's not fucking rocket science, all right, DoorDash? It's not fucking rocket science. Hire good drivers. And then, it's like, you have also got to be kidding me if, you know, you think that you're all cool because you drive a Camaro when you're a DoorDash driver. Nah, fuck you. You paid for that with your college fund, asshole. And I ain't saying it to anybody specifically. I'm just being forward and out there because I'm tired of not getting my. I'm just I half the time I don't like DoorDash. Half the time. Some of the time, yeah, it's convenient. It's convenient for when you want to stay at home and not have to worry about waiting an hour in the McDonald's drive-through just to get a fucking Big Mac. It's worth not having to walk into a Burger King and get your fucking Bacon King meal. Which, dude, the Bacon King meal, that is the number one thing I get from Burger King, always. Whenever my family's had food and I haven't, and my mom allows me to order DoorDash by myself, I get a Bacon King meal with a large Coke and some fries, and I'm happy. And it's awesome. Best part is, it still gets here hot. Unlike most food. Half the time, your DoorDash arrives, your fucking food is already cold. And I'm not just saying that, like, I'm being dead serious. Your fucking food is already cold by the time your DoorDash arrives, and it's like, what the fuck? I ordered this food for it to be hot by the time it arrived, and it's not. Like, something's wrong here. We have some mathematical issue where my fucking food ain't hot because you want to sit there being a pussy and not do your fucking job right. But, it's whatever. Some DoorDash drivers are good, some are bad. I'm just pointing out the bad because the bad is over here. The good is over here on this hand. But on the other hand, you got the asshole who steals your food from fucking Taco Bell because he doesn't want to pay for himself. Like, that's about the gist of it. The asshole from Taco Bell who steals your food because his dumbass doesn't want to pay for himself. And that is just fucking sad. When you don't want to pay for Taco Bell yourself, so you steal someone else's shit just so you don't have to pay for it. God damn it, I fucking hate you. Because of that reason right there. Because you stole my food because you didn't want to just pay for your own. Just so it would have taken you like 15 minutes to just do your order, don't accept any more orders, take the day off after that, go buy some fucking Taco Bell and have a heyday. Just bring me my fucking Taco Bell before you buy your own. Like, seriously. It's not that hard. It's really not. But almost to you, it seems like it is because if you're gonna steal my food that I ordered, then you're a dick, and I have no reason to trust you anymore. Because I ordered that meal like 2 hours ago. Well, not 2 hours ago. I ordered that meal like 30 minutes ago, and you stole it right from under my fucking ass. You know, I sometimes I just hate people in general, like the Karens. I hate Karens. You know, those women, they annoy the fuck out of me. Like, you're just standing in the store waiting to check out. Some bitch just decides, I want to speak to your manager. You don't have any more Dove shampoo. Why the fuck are you complaining about Dove shampoo? There are plenty of other shampoos to try, bitch. Just pick one out. Like, seriously, for God's sake. You know, it's not that hard to pick out a soap that you can actually use. You know, you don't have to use the same soap every time. Like, seriously. Like, you can get multiple different brands of soap and use them and figure out which ones you like, which ones you don't like, but then, but still, you don't have to get the same brand of soap every time. When the store is out of the brand, Karen, alright? When the store is out of the fucking brand you specifically want, just get out of the store and go to a different one and see if they have that brand. Don't pester the innocent employees just because you think it's fucking funny. God damn. It's aggravating. It's aggravating, to say the least. Just get your life on track, Karen. My God, I fucking hate Karens, and I have my reasons. I have my reasons to hate Karens, and it's just a shit show when it comes to Karens, man. And then you got the male Karens, which are even fucking worse because then if you're a man at that counter, then they can just punch your ass in the fucking face and call it good. Like, seriously. They can just punch your ass. Then they can be like, now where's my soap, motherfucker? Yeah, and then you're wondering why the hell they had to go and slap you like that when you know they didn't. It's like Will Smith at the Oscars slapped Chris Rock, but didn't get his Oscar. I'll be damned. Just for slapping Chris Rock, Will Smith didn't get his Oscar. Wow. Wow. That is painful. That is just painful. You don't get your Oscar because you slapped the other guy. Who really cares if you slapped the other guy? Like, yeah, like Chris Rock said something about Will Smith's wife. I get it, and this is way old, and I know you're gonna be like, what the fuck is he talking about? That's way old, but it's still, it's terrible. A lot of things are terrible, including parking. Let's talk about parking a little bit because you got the seriousness of fucking parking. You're trying to find a good spot. You finally find a spot next to a fucking Tesla Cybertruck. Lord knows you don't want to park next to that thing, but you have no choice. So you park next to the ugly ass Tesla Cybertruck, and yeah, you go in. You're like, God, Elon Musk should have sent all of his fucking Teslas to the moon because he invents the fucking Cybertruck. Now what are we gonna get? The Dodge Ram 3500 E, the Dodge Ram 3500 E Power with a towing capacity of over 1 million? Fuck you. The Tesla Cybertruck is enough. And I hope I didn't give Ram. I hope I didn't give the company Ram any ideas with that rant I just went on. Like, seriously, If I gave the company Ram some fucking idea about, oh, now let's invent that electric dually. But no, Rams are to remain with Cummins diesel engines in them. Some of them are to remain with Cummins diesel engines in them. Not all of them, but some of them. It's goddamn, leave the middleman alone. Just leave the middleman the fuck alone and let him live his life. Because it's even harder when you can't take somebody else's shit. And you just have to deal with it. Like my mom, my sister, and my brother, we went to Cracker Barrel today, and the waitress was just a bitch, man. The waitress was a complete bitch. Talking shit behind our back because we wanted some fucking. Because my mom wanted French toast with strawberries on it instead of the fucking. Whatever the fuck are fried apples on it. And now the waitress is gonna talk shit about us behind our back only because what at first the manager said no. Then my mom asked somebody she knew who worked there if she could get the strawberries on her French toast. That person said yes, and now our waitress is gonna be a bitch because she knows her manager said no, and fuck, man. It pissed me off. I was mad. Usually I'm mad just being inside Walmart because I hate most of the people in there. Because Walmart is for crackheads. Actually, Walmart is for all these people. Crackheads, meth heads, rednecks who want to zip tie their axle to their fucking truck. And I'm not insulting anybody. I'm just fat people. Walmart's for them too. Oh, I got an idea. Let's go down to Walmart and get a fucking zip tie and zip tie the axle back onto the truck. That ought to hold it for a year. I don't think you understand the severity of the situation on this truck. The axle is completely out from under the fucking thing. You need to take that thing into the shop rather than just zip tying the motherfucker back on the truck. Like, my God. But, man. I can't. I can't step out of my house without wondering who is gonna piss me off today. And I know I've said that a few times in past episodes, but I can't. I literally can't. I can't physically step out of my house without wondering who the fuck is gonna piss me off today so bad that I just want to put a fucking bullet in my head. Who is gonna do that? Who is gonna do that today? Like, seriously. Who is gonna piss me off to the brink? Where I'm like, who is gonna piss me off to the brink? To where I either want to put a bullet in my head or a bullet into their head. Like, seriously. Because you gotta choose one. It's either yourself or the person standing in front of you. One of you's gotta go, and if the person standing in front of you is pissing you off and assaults you, you have complete reason to shoot him. But if you're pissed off enough and you're depressed, maybe you'll just boom. And I ain't making fun of suicide at all. Like, seriously, that is suicide is a horrible way to go out. But I mean, like, seriously, Robin Williams, he took his life because of depression. Chester Bennington, he took his life because of depression. And I mean, Robin Williams, he was a legendary actor. You have Mrs. Doubtfire, Bicentennial Man, freaking Good Morning Vietnam. which I haven't seen Good Morning Vietnam, but I kind of want to watch it. I don't know why. I also want to watch Deadpool and Wolverine, which released, not even a week ago. I think it released like 2 weeks ago. Now that fucking bye 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 dance is trending on TikTok. Holy shit, turn the music off now. Please turn off NSYNC before I sink this knife into my own stomach. Oh, oh man. Oh. It's only when you have the balls to admit that there is something wrong that maybe you should just take a break, because you're gonna need it. And I know I'm gonna need one hell of a break after this episode of the podcast, but it's going well so far and I'm enjoying talking, you know. But, let's talk more about suicide awareness. Because, look, I just want to give you some quick inspiration, alright? If you're dealing with depression and suicidal thoughts and all that shit, go see a therapist. Seek a therapist. Do something. Don't take your life. Go seek a therapist. Go make yourself happy. Do something that makes you happy. You know? Do something that makes you happy and continue on living. Don't end your life because you think you need to. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway. Let's get on to Tesla Cybertruck, because I hate it. In fact, I hate Elon Musk. Elon, if you're watching this, why the fuck did you invent that truck? Like, that had to be the stupidest idea that popped into your head. Oh, we invented a car. Let's invent a fucking truck. That will be a bestseller. Yet everybody hates it. Everybody makes jokes about it. Everybody hates that fucking Tesla Cybertruck worse than they hate Fords. My God. If you're gonna stick to trucks, stick to old school. Don't make the fucking Tesla Cyber. What is that thing? That thing looks like the casket I would bury myself in. That thing looks like it was made out of fucking tin cans. Like, seriously. That thing looks like something you would find on the fucking moon. Honestly. Like, seriously. Oh, and yeah, not to mention, Elon Musk sent a fucking Tesla into space. I bet that fucking Tesla's still floating around up there somewhere above our heads. Until one day the platform it's on comes crashing back to Earth and the car itself kills somebody. Like, seriously. It's only a matter of time before that Tesla falls out of the sky and it falls on top of some unsuspecting person. Unless it's high enough out of the atmosphere where it won't just come back down. Like, seriously. Unless that thing is high enough where it won't come back down. If that thing is high enough where it won't come back down, I praise whoever launched it. I know somebody else did the launching for Elon Musk, but technically he launched that fucker into the sky, and we don't know where it is. But, yeah. It's... Life is just too much, man. Life is just too much. What else can we talk about? Oh, yeah, let's talk about, um, let's talk about Deadpool and Wolverine for a minute, because I love Wolverine and I like Deadpool. I think they're both awesome in their own ways. And the fact that Hugh Jackman actually returned as Wolverine, awesome. It's awesome that he returned as Wolverine, even after Wolverine died in Logan. But we know that that was a different version of Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine. And now, we're also seeing Robert Downey Jr. return to the MCU, which, god damn, he played Iron Man for a good long while, and now he's coming back as Doctor Doom. Now that is going to be fucking incredible. I can't wait to see the movie where Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. And be like, oh, hell yes. Oh, yes. Because, in my opinion, Robert Downey Jr. was good as Iron Man, so let's see what RDJ has as Doctor Doom. I mean, obviously, RDJ and Chris Evans, they both want to return to the MCU as different characters. Chris Evans is actually returning, and actually, Chris Evans is actually playing Johnny Storm again. You know, the Human Torch. He's going to be playing that guy again. And yeah. And so, and hopefully, maybe we'll get a Fantastic Four movie where Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. Maybe we'll get a fucking Avengers movie where Robert Downey Jr. is Doctor Doom. You never know what the MCU will come up with within the next few years, you know. But yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome to see RDJ back on the big screen. You know, they could have hired any actor. I mean, just imagine Don Cheadle playing fucking Victor Von Doom. Nope, we got fucking the original Iron Man. Painted this myself, by the way. It's creepy, just a creepy ass mask. Anyway. Holy shit! Did that land perfectly where I wanted it? I don't know. Fight. Anyway. Yeah, but we never know what the MCU holds. It's just a matter of time before we get to see RDJ back on the big screen, though. And I mean, we're also going to see a new Captain America movie, which I am excited for because Captain America is one of my favorite superheroes. Mainly Steve Rogers, but you know, it's good. It's good to see someone else taking on the role of Captain America, while Chris Evans takes on the role of the Human Torch. You never know. Maybe the Falcon, maybe you know, Captain America and the Human Torch will meet. You know what I mean? Sam Wilson and Johnny Storm. Maybe they'll meet at some point in a movie, and maybe Sam can get Johnny Storm confused with Steve. Maybe maybe he could be like, Steve? Then Johnny could be like, who? And it's funny because even Deadpool and Wolverine confused him with Captain America. Which I mean, I've seen clips here and there of it on TikTok and stuff, and I haven't been spoiled too much. I just can't wait to see the other cameos. Because, you know, as the song in Deadpool and Wolverine says, life is a mystery. Anyway, yeah, that's about all the MCU talk I can do. And then, you know, you got actors returning to you know. But anyway, excuse me. But, you know, definitely awesome. And you know, my YouTube channel is doing well too, and I'm excited about that. I love doing the content that I do on this channel. And all you guys are amazing. Including those of you on Spotify. You are also amazing. Um I'm I'm flabbergasted I've got to where I'm at. Even with my second channel, DJB Customs, I have gotten to where I'm at because of you guys. And you guys alone. And it's just fucking amazing. But otherwise, let's talk about something else. Um, let's bring up a subject I don't really bring up all that often on the podcast, and that's dumbasses, people. That's fucking dumb fucks. I hate dumbasses. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're a dumbass, then you are a pure dumbass. There's no way you can fix that. You, sir, are a fucking dumbass, and you need to be hung by the stake. No, I'm just kidding. But all right, let's talk about idiots on the road. Because if you're driving and some dude cuts you off, gets in front of you, slams on his brakes, then you're gonna be pissed off. We all get it. We all do. We all get road rage sometimes. You know, it's unpredictable, but but it happens to the best of us, and it also happens to the worst of us at points because road rage is a thing. There's no way to control it. Road rage is a thing. So yeah, you got the idiot on the other side of the road being a douchebag, and then you're not gonna want to know how you somehow managed to pass this dickweed, let alone acknowledge that you even passed him in the fast lane on the highway. So you pass him, you get in front of him, you put your brakes on just to slow down. He thinks you're brake checking him. Then he aggressively pulls in front of your ass, and he brake checks you, and he brake checks you. Now you're pissed because you know you didn't do anything wrong. And the asshole in front of you is just being a complete dickhead. So you want to deal with that as soon as possible. And I hate people like that. I hate people who are like, "Oh, you just cut me off. Now I'm gonna fucking kill you. Now I'm gonna do this. Blah 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 blah." Shut the fuck up. Unless you're man enough to punch me in the fucking face, get away from me. All right? Just get the fuck away from me. I don't have time to deal with you. It's not that hard to imagine your life where you don't hit me in the face, but it's also not that easy to imagine your life, where you're fucking just minding your own business. I didn't brake check you. I just got over and slowed down, asshole. So why don't you get back in your fucking little tiny Prius over there and move along? Anyway, you know. Oh, although, this is just some good, clean comedy. Not really clean, but otherwise. But the DoorDash shit, most of that really happened. That DoorDash shit that I talked about in the beginning, that fucking happened. Otherwise, let's see what we can think of. Because, it's America's just fucked. If we get Biden back in the White House, dude, America as we know it will cease to fucking exist. America as we know it will cease to exist. Biden is not Biden. Trump was the worst president we had when he got office back in like what? The beginning of 2023, and then by the end of 2023 he was out of office. Then Joe Biden took over. Now look where we're at. Our world is fucked up. And there ain't nothing we can do to stop that, We're just the bane of our own existence. Trump is the bane of mine because I fucking hate Trump, but otherwise, it's just simple fucking math, You can't bring up the facts without either being a shit for brains or not knowing enough shit. But you know, it's all the fucking it's bullshit. Almost everything is bullshit. Taxes, you know, gas prices, the fucking whatever the president's doing at this current fucking moment is bullshit. In fact, I don't even think he can remember what he's fucking doing, but you know, fucking Biden can't remember the last time he fucking changed his pants. Have I changed my pants yet today? No, Mr. Biden, you haven't. All right, I got you. Yeah. Yeah, Biden didn't change his pants today. Oh, that's a fucking shock. That's a huge fucking shocker to me. Broski should have changed his pants a long time ago. He wouldn't be dealing with this shit. But now he is. Now he is. Now he has to deal with it. Now he has to deal with his own fucking consequences, but otherwise. Yeah, let's, what else can we shit on, actually? I want to find some more things to talk shit about. I just feel like talking shit about stuff today. Let's talk shit about Fords a little bit. Some Fords actually suck. They break, which is why this is what Ford stands for. Found on road dead. Or fix or repair daily. Ford. But otherwise, it's a fucking, everything is a fucking joke. Like, is everything a joke to you, asshole? I don't have time for your fucking, mispronunciation of shit. All I've got time for is letting you know that you're an asshole. You're the ass dick. You're the guy who doesn't fucking know whether to turn right on red. Even though we all know it's legal to turn right on red. Oh, but once you go left, oh, then the law is up your ass. But yeah, it's fucking illegal to turn right on red. So you might as well turn right when you see Deadpool. Or Spider-Man. Oh, that fake laugh, that did not sound good. So, let's bring it back to the MCU. Because one of my favorite Marvel movies ever is Captain America the First Avenger. Because it's just about one of the first MCU movies I ever saw. It was also, and then Iron Man. Like, I started from Captain America the Winter Soldier to Iron Man. No, not the Winter Soldier. I started from Captain America the First Avenger all the way up to, I watched Iron Man when I was 2. No, I'm just kidding. Although I was born in 2005, and I think, didn't Iron Man come out in like 2006? Yeah, maybe I watched Iron Man a few years later when I was older and I could understand what the fuck was happening, but you know. That's what life's about, folks. I also love horror movies. Horror movies, I love them. I fucking love them. Like, what can I say? I love horror movies. I am a horror movie geek. Okay? I am a horror movie geek. I might not have a lot of horror movie stuff around here, but I'm gonna get some shit. Alright? I'm gonna get some horror movie posters and stuff and put them up. Just so I can prove to you that I am a horror movie geek and I am fit for talking about horror movies because let's talk about a couple. Let's talk about The Strangers Chapter 1. I saw that. That was a good movie. Personally, I liked it. It was basically just more of what that movie was to me was just basically more of an extension of the first Strangers as to what happened before they got to the cabin. But, the first Strangers, just the classic Strangers, that was the classic The Strangers, that was also a good movie. Because it's just in this one house. It's just filmed. It's filmed in this one house. And it's you can experience something like that in your life, minus the murder. Well, I think if a burglar wants to kill you, they will, but you can still experience a break-in, but most of the time without the murder. Unless you shoot the guy who broke into your house in the first place, which I don't know if you will. All hail the Second Amendment! Otherwise, that's the only good thing about America right now is the Second Amendment. And somebody used that right to attempt to assassinate Trump. And they weren't successful. God, Even the sniper who killed JFK, even he was a better shot than the guy who shot Trump. Trump's got a new ear piercing. JFK is missing half his face. That probably wasn't a really good joke, but still. You know, yeah, but it's true. The sniper that killed John F. Kennedy, he was a lot better of a shot than the guy who shot Trump. Like, seriously. I'm not even joking, like, holy shit. He was a shit ton better. The guy who shot Kennedy was a way better shot than the guy who shot Trump. Like, come on. If you're gonna shoot Trump, at least don't miss, you dumbass. Otherwise, yeah. It's not that big a deal. I'm sorry if you don't appreciate what I'm saying, but still, it's just my opinion. And, we all reserve the right to have our own opinions. As Americans, we have the right to have our own opinions. You know, it's not a bad thing. In fact, it's a great thing to have your own opinion. It's a fucking miracle to have your own opinion. It's great when I get to have my own opinion and not sit there with my thumb in my asshole waiting for the next guy to answer my question. Anyway, but yeah. Shit happens. We as Americans, we need to control that. The president, either Biden needs to learn what he's doing or just step down as president. Because one, he's the reason for a lot of shit. And two, I hate him. Three, do not let Trump back in the White House. Come on, Harris. Let's see you get in there. Kamala Harris. How the fuck her name is pronounced? Let's see her get into the White House. Let's see the first ever female president. Because we haven't had a female president yet. They've all been male. Yeah, sure we've had Michelle Obama as the first lady. In fact, Michelle Obama would be a better fucking president than Trump. Let's get, you know what? Let's make this our feat. Let's make this our feat. Let's get the first female black president into the White House. Please. Can't we just do that? Can't we just get the first female black president into the White House and not have a fucking problem with it? Because Lord knows if we have a problem with it, everything will go to shit again. But if we had Michelle Obama in the White House, I bet everything would go back to normal and we'd all be happy Americans again and not try to shoot somebody in the head. Which is exactly what happened with Trump. Shit, I said I was going to talk about politics today. Ah, fuck it. Anyway, you know, I'm just in that state of mind where I just don't give a fuck. No. It's easy for me not to give a shit because I don't. In the words of Slim Shady, I don't give a fuck. Slim Shady, let's go. I love Eminem. The death. I haven't listened to the Death of Slim Shady album yet. Can somebody please comment on this and tell me if it's any good? That way I know whether or not to listen to that. Because I want to know if it's any good before I listen to it, just because it's going to be a big decision, you know. It's gonna play a factor in whether I listen to it or not. Excuse me. But yeah. Whether the Death of Slim Shady album is good or not plays a pivotal role in whether I would listen to it in the future. If I do, I will be sure to let you know and tell you how it is. Okay? Alright. Okay. Alright. Alright. My name is Lorenzo McIntosh. I fucking love those. I love Saturday Night Live. I love watching Saturday Night Live skits on YouTube. I freaking love it. Because they are so funny. Like, if you haven't checked it out, I will leave a link to it at the end of this video in the description on YouTube. Go check out the Good Morning Meth skit. That one is funny as fuck. Like, seriously. Also, check out the E-Meth skit. Like, the meth skits, the Saturday Night Live meth skits, they are just perfect. Like, I fucking love it. Like, seriously. Welcome to Good Morning Meth! The only show dedicated to crystal meth and meth lifestyle. You know, it's fucking hilarious. You know, it's classic Saturday Night Live right there. Not now, Keith! But otherwise. It's just hilarious, you know. Any anything having like any joke having to do with drugs or something is hilarious. Like any joke about having like I know it happens for real, but if you can joke about someone going through an airport with cocaine stuffed in their ass, then it's just hilarious, man. You know, a guy named Bill had to go to the airport, right? He had cocaine stuffed halfway off his. He had cocaine stuffed in his ass. He had like 12 kilos up there. Uh, It was all in balloons. And this is a joke. This is a joke, by the way. I just wanted to clarify that. This is a joke. He had 12 kilos of cocaine stuffed up his ass in balloons. It was going through. They had to do a special screening. They didn't find nothing. They let him go. What? Turns out the cocaine might have just been baby powder. And apparently it was. Why did you hide it up? Were you just trying to fake like a drug smuggling? Because you could, if I mean, you wouldn't get arrested if they didn't find cocaine there, but just the effort you would have to go through to fake a fucking drug smuggling is like if you were gonna fake a drug smuggling, you'd have to be a master at doing it. Like seriously, if I were going to fake a drug smuggling, I'd have to be a master at it. I'd have to put like flour into a paper bag. I'd have to put like sugar into a paper bag, not a paper bag, but like a plastic bag, and carry it with me in my suitcase. They find out it's not cocaine; it's just fucking sugar, and it's just like, come on. But yeah, it's just funny. But yeah, fucking Saturday Night Live skits I watch, they are hilarious. Again, I will leave links to both the emeth, and I will leave these in the description of this episode as well on Spotify. I will leave links to the emeth and the Good Morning Meth skits from Saturday Night Live on linked in the description of this episode. And yeah, we'll do the podcast recommendation at the end of the episode, as usual. And I will leave a link to the recommended podcast in the description of this episode as well. And in the description down below on YouTube. Otherwise, you know, shit's just funny. Some shit is just fucking funny. Like seriously, it's actually kind of funny when a kid trips. Like you can't deny it. You can't deny that in public, you've seen a kid trip, and you have had to try to hold in your laughter because you didn't want somebody to get pissed off at you and tell you it's immoral for you to laugh after a child fell. You don't want that to happen, you know. Although I just think it's funny. And it's like, come on. How can you not laugh at a child falling over? How can you not? Like, you're sitting there watching it happen, and you know it's fucking hilarious, but you're gonna try and sit there and deny it. Like, you're gonna sit there with your hand over your mouth like this, just being like, trying not to laugh too much before the mother notices you, you know? Because if she notices you laughing, she's gonna turn into an automatic Karen. And we don't like Karen at all. We do not like Karen. 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 We hate you, Karen. 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 We hate you, Karen. Otherwise, and I'm not talking about just women named Karen. I'm talking about the women who are just plain bitches. Everybody. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, you know, it's definitely funny sometimes when shit happens, stuff goes wrong. You know, you're kind of fucked in the beginning, but then you realize it might not be so bad after all. You know, it's hilarious. What else is there? Um, what else is new? Oh yeah, I've been on a couple walks down my local green belt. It's nice. It's not that far from my house either. The path that I take isn't that far from my house either. It's just a nice little path with a little river by it. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. I like when I can just go and spend some time over near the river. Sometimes I've even just sat on a bench out there and just sat there for a while, just like this. I've sat there just like this on the bench, just kind of looking around, you know, admiring the day. But, you know, then you get kidnapped. Oh, that would stop quick. Otherwise, you know, just gotta make the best of a bad situation half the time. Half of the situations, they're still fucking bad. But we know that. We know that, and we're here to embrace it. We're here. Anyway, you know, um, oh yeah, I recently started getting into Sam Kinison because I think Sam Kinison is absolutely fucking hilarious. You know, it's freaking like, dude, if I want to listen to one guy scream his head off all day, I will watch Sam Kinison or Joe Rogan. Like, seriously. I'll even watch Gilbert Gottfried scream his head off if I want to. Because I also quite enjoy Gilbert Gottfried. At certain points. Like, if I'm bored and I just want to watch something like Gilbert Gottfried scream his head off, roasting Charlie Sheen or some shit, I don't think Gilbert Gottfried was at that roast. But yeah, if I want to watch Gilbert Gottfried scream his head off while roasting somebody, I'll do it. You know, I don't give a shit. I enjoy doing things that I like. Watching stand-up comedy is one of the things I like to do because I enjoy stand-up comedy. In fact, that's why I started this podcast because I just wanted to be able to sit down and rant about random bullshit that I don't really care about and have fun with it. And I don't quite know yet, but I'm going to take a look and see what day the first episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show was put out on YouTube. And whatever day that it was put out, we're gonna have a big fucking celebration live stream on the YouTube channel. Like seriously. We are going to have a big celebration live stream on the YouTube channel. And then a small little 15-minute thank you episode on the Spotify. On Spotify. Oh, I recently got Spotify Premium too. Spotify Premium is way better than regular Spotify because now I can have my music downloaded and walk down the green belt while listening to my songs, especially while blaring Slipknot. Yes, I am a metal fan, if you did not know. I like rap, metal, country. I like a whole bunch of different genres. I like pop, you know, reggae. I enjoy some reggae every now and again, especially Bob Marley. I love Bob Marley. Bob Marley is some good ass reggae. It's some good ass reggae music, and you know, I never was really into reggae from the beginning, but now I realize how good reggae is, and sometimes I just sit there listening to stand up for your right. And the reason for that is mainly Grand Theft Auto 4, but otherwise, um, Grand Theft Auto 4 is a good game though. Like seriously, Grand Theft Auto 4, that is a nostalgic game, and I hope we get to see some physics from both GTA 5 and Grand Theft Auto 4 merge in GTA 6. That way we get like the ragdoll physics from Grand Theft Auto 4 and like let's say maybe like the ragdoll physics and driving from Grand Theft Auto 4 and then just kind of the I don't know. I don't know, just kind of maybe the I don't know. I don't know any good physics in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like what would be the best physics to use in GTA 5? Anybody know? Anybody have any idea? Because I sure as hell don't. I don't know what the good physics are to use in GTA 5. Like what the good physics are in GTA 5. Like, because I love Let's talk about Grand Theft Auto 4 for a bit. Because I love the physics in GTA 4. Like, sometimes I just fly a helicopter and then bail out of it over the ocean just to ragdoll through the fucking sky. Oh, my brother is floating in the air. Or maybe there's a little bit of this too. Helicopter, helicopter. Oh, I love it. And yeah, I don't play Grand Theft Auto 5 like I want to be able to because I don't have a copy of it. And, you know, it's just getting tired. It's just a matter of time. You know, it's everything's good though. Everything's great. I'm enjoying myself. And I'm back in school too, which oh fuck. Uh, I hate it. I don't like school. I just don't. I don't like school in general. I'd rather be an idiot than learn anything from school. Because after all the trauma and stuff schools have put me through in the past, oh, fuck. I wouldn't want to step into another school even if I had to. But that is going to be the end of this episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show podcast. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know by leaving a big fat like, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and for those of you on Spotify, make sure you follow, like the podcast episode, and if you have Spotify Premium, make sure you download this podcast so you can listen to it offline anywhere. I will see you guys in the next episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show. Peace.